welcome to Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens, your go to space for growing, thriving seasonal gardens right here in the wild and wonderful Houston climate. I am Vandana, organic gardener, a permaculture enthusiast, and a garden coach with over 15 years of hands in the soil experience. Whether you're starting with a pot of herbs or a backyard full of weeds, you're in the right place. Each week, I will share practical tips, real life stories, and trusted strategies to help you skip all the overwhelm and grow with confidence. Let's dig in. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way to this little garden nook on the internet. Around here, we believe that everyone deserves to grow their own food. No matter your space, your schedule, or your starting point, you don't need a green thumb. You just need a little guidance, a bit of sunlight, and the belief that something good can grow right where you are. Hey friends, welcome back to Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens. Let's be real for a second. You know what stops more people from gardening than bad soil or lack of time? Bugs. Yup, pests. I've had people tell me flat out, I don't want to garden because I'm scared of what's crawling out there. And I get it. Some of you aren't just annoyed by bugs, you're actually scared of them. But here's the truth, pests are part of gardening, they're part of the ecosystem. Avoiding gardening because of pests is like kind of avoiding cooking because you might burn something. The trick isn't to get rid of every insect, it's knowing what to do, when to do, and how to do it so your garden still thrives. So, in this episode, we are going to take the fear out of pests. I'm sharing four of the most common summer pests you'll find in our gardens, how I personally deal with them, why just spraying it is the wrong advice, and the mindset shift that'll make you feel less overwhelmed and more confident in your garden. Okay, let's start with the culprits. Aphids. These are tiny sap suckers that love tender growth. You'll see curled leaves, maybe sticky, golden or black soot. It's called honeydew. Also, ants. Ants and aphids have this symbiotic relationship where the aphids release this honey dew and ants forage for them. The first time I had them, and every single time, is on beans. And I thought the plants were just melting. No, it was just aphids. Let's move on to the next one. Squash vine borders. These are my nemesis in the garden. They are seriously heartbreak of the summer. A beautiful zucchini plant one day and it just gets wilted the next. If you cut the stem, it's hollow and you will see frass. It's like sawdust, and that's when you know it's the vine borers that got it. I still ask every farmer I meet, what is your trick for growing squash and how do you avoid squash vine borer? Because this pest gets all of us. Moving on. Next one I want to talk about is spider mites. These thrive in our heat and humidity. The leaves get speckled and bronzed with fine webbing under the leaves, and it literally kills the whole plant. They stop producing. Tomato hornworms. These are monsters. They are seriously monster looking. I'll never forget walking out one morning. My whole tomato plant was stripped overnight. The next day, another one was gone. At first, I couldn't see the culprit until I noticed those square little droppings. Then I realized it was a hornworm. They camouflage so well, you can stare at the plant and still miss them. And my trick, I use a black light I got from Amazon and I shine it at night and they glow. So, what do we do about them? For aphids, the first line of action is I spray them off with the hose in the jet setting. If they come back, I'll use insecticidal soap or neem oil, or sometimes I just wait. This past week, I've been waiting for ladybugs to move into my garden. This is a brand new garden, so there are no predators for all my pests yet. I have planted so many flowers, but I still had to wait like close to 10 days for them to move, for the ladybugs to move in. By then, my beans were done, so I just removed the whole thing. For squash vine borers, though, prevention is everything. I've tried wrapping the stems, using row covers. Uh, if I catch a plant early in during the infestation, I will just open the stem and pull out the vine borer. But these are all very complicated solutions. The easiest solution is succession planting. If the plant is about to die, I just remove the whole thing and plant another squash plant in its place or somewhere away. Always clean up the debris so the borers don't hang around. They burrow into the soil and that's how they live. For spider mites, they love humidity. They they live underside of the leaves. So I spray either neem oil spray with insecticidal soap, or you can release some predatory mites. Usually my eggplants get them, and sometimes my peppers too. For hornworms, there is a spray called BT spray. Most of the garden stores have it, but I don't like to spray most often. So I just pull out the worm from the plant and drop them off in soapy water, or I pile them up in my compost bin so the birds can have a snack. They also have a predator called a parasitic wasp. They basically lay eggs on the hornworm and eat the worm inside out. I have never seen them in my garden for some reason, but if you do, they are like white small bugs over a hornworm. Just leave it. Don't kill the worm. Nature is actually helping you out. Now, let's talk about something more important. If you walk into any big box store, you'll see shelves and shelves of bug sprays. Most of them are pesticides that kill everything, not just the bad guys, but the bees, the butterflies, the dragonflies, even the ladybugs that were helping you for free. And this is where so many gardeners get it wrong. They spray first and ask questions later. But when you spray something that kills all the bugs, you throw your garden out of balance. Here is what I want you to know. You don't have to spray everything. You don't have to kill everything. Instead, slow down. Figure out what is actually attacking your plant. Write it in your garden journal, then ask, is there a way to prevent this? Is there something I can attract that eats it? Because guess what? Your garden already has allies. There are bees, there are birds, there are dragonflies, even spiders and wasps. Yes, those pesky little spiders and those red, scary looking wasps. I know they're scary, and no, you don't want a wasp nest by your back door, especially when you have kids around. But a few wasps hunting in your garden, that's free pest control. The birds, too, they will eat so many bugs for you. When you garden with a balanced ecosystem, you don't have to reach for that spray bottle. They will take care of itself. Here's the truth, not every bug is an emergency. Light damage, let nature balance itself. Moderate to heavy damage, that is when I step in with an organic spray, a barrier, or hand picking. If it is to the point of where it's spreading, it's super simple. Just remove the plant. That makes it much more simpler than spraying my whole garden with uh, with a bug spray. This mindset shift is what I want you to leave with. The pests don't mean you're a bad gardener. They mean you have a living ecosystem. That's a win. A lot of people avoid gardening because they're afraid of bugs. But once you learn what to do and when to do it and how to do it, you stop being afraid. Knowledge is power. You start feeling like the guide of your own ecosystem. And that's when gardening gets actually fun. So here's my encouragement to you. Don't let pests keep you from gardening. They're not something to fear, they're something to learn from. Every pest teaches you something about your plants, your soil, and your garden's balance. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you just know you don't have to figure it out alone. I've walked so many gardeners through this exact struggle. Together, we can figure out what's happening in your space. We can create a plant that works organically. So, next time you see a chewed leaf or a mystery bug, instead of panicking, take a breath, grab your journal, get curious, and remind yourself you've got this. You're not just growing plants, you're growing confidence. Before you go, here's your homework. Start the journal, even a little notebook or note section in your phone. Take a picture. Write down when pests show up, what you tried. Over time, you'll see patterns, and those patterns will give you power. Remember, bugs don't have to stop you from gardening, they're just part of the story. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Grow with Vibrant Rainbow Gardens. I hope it gave you some fresh ideas and grounded confidence to take that next step in your garden. If you loved today's topic, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. It helps other local gardeners find the show. Want to go deeper? Grab one of my free resources, book a one-on-one consult, or check out my latest workshops at vibrantrainbowgardens.com. All the links are waiting for you in the show notes. Until next time, keep planting, keep growing, and trust your garden instincts.